What's up, everybody? This is Jason back with Campbell's Music Rig Review. We're on episode 57. And like we talked earlier, we got a guitar and bass player and just one man doing both in one band.
Trying my best.
And for the time being, anyway.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Chris Holbrook from Norton, Virginia, out of the band DiceJail.
DiceJail, that's us.
DiceJail, if y'all haven't checked them out, go check them out. Kind of shoegazy.
Yeah, a little shoegazy. We started out in more noise territory, and as we've gone along, we kind of moved into shoegaze, alt rock territory a little bit. A little fun genre mix up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we were speaking earlier, he says he's friends with Nick Cook, but I don't believe Nick has friends. And but maybe he has a couple, 2 or 3.
He's got at least me.
And also the second cousin of Scott Thomas, who we're going to talk a lot of shit about tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, Scott.
And so awesome. You got a cool rig set up.
Yeah, man.
You drug a bunch of gear all the way from Norton here.
I did.
And you want to start with your bass setup and kind of go from there?
Yeah. I'll talk you through the bass setup first. Right. So we got a jazz bass here, Fender jazz bass. Originally, when we first started playing, I had a Squire P bass. That was my brother's that I was using, and it's like super old and janky. And I was like, you know what? I want to upgrade. So I actually bought this off Nick from Season of the Witch.
Yeah.
So it's his old jazz bass, and I've been using it ever since I bought it. So, and one of the reasons I loved it so much is it's got the maple fretboard with the white body, and it matches my Strat over here as well. So I've got a nice little matching thing going on.
Yeah.
So we've got the bass here, and let me switch channels over and make sure that we're on it. Okay, yeah, we are. So we've got the bass, and we're running into a Hagtronics octave clang pedal.
Shout out to Paul Hagtronics there.
And this was, I saw Nick had this on his pedal board when I first started, and I was like, you know what, that pedal kicks ass. I really want one of those. So
yeah.
I messaged Paul, and he hooked me up, made one for me. Really sweet guy, love Paul. So we've got that, and then it goes into a nice little Dunlop bass wah here. So can't really hear it too much right now because it's a little quiet. And then from there, we go into our splitter, into a bass chorus. I've also got a Chase Bliss Mood and also a Slotva from Walrus Audio. And both the guitar and the bass are set to run through that before they get to a looper. And the reason that I do it that way is because I've got the chorus, the Chase Bliss, which kind of works as a little... I don't know the exact word for it here. It kind of works as a modulation filter.
Yeah.
And then you got your reverb. And so I can keep all that going and then stop the channel by turning on my tuner. That way, if I need to keep a note going or something like that, it's not going to completely cut everything
I got
out.
you. Yeah.
So, but yeah, so the...
Yeah, we'll hear what all those sound like.
Yeah, so the Hag sounds... So there's that, and then if we got the bass chorus on here, gives you a little bit of a ripple there, and we'll turn on the reverb here too, which gives you some nice echoey sounds. You can do some cool stuff with that. Keep it going.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about the Boss looper here, I'm going to stop that real quick, is that you can actually come down here, and if you want to, you can reverse your loops and get some really cool sounds that way too. So that's always an option there. So
yeah, that's very cool. And we talked a little bit earlier about this Chase Bliss mood pedal. It's like one of those pedals that I want to try and everybody else wants to try, but
yeah,
it's like
Yeah.
many capabilities of this one little pedal. It's insane.
Yeah,
You need to spend 2 or 3 days with it.
it's a great add to anybody's pedal board. Unfortunately, if you're like me and just got this a couple weeks ago, you are going to have no idea what's going on for the first little bit. But it's so much fun to play around with, even if you have no idea what's going on. So I'll play a little with that here. So that's all the Chase Bliss right now. We've got the octave cling running into it. You can also do a short loop like this, and it will modulate it there. It's super cool, man. Super cool pedal. All right, turn that off.
Oh yeah, that thing's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm getting one of those.
It's a great ad, like I said, and they just came out with a newer version of it. So the Chase Bliss Mood, you can probably get one used pretty cheap now. So
Yeah,
definitely worth it. If nothing else, just to play around with.
and as you can see, he's playing bass also through a reverb pedal because every bass player in the Tri-Cities needs reverb.
Absolutely.
Whether they think they do or not, they need reverb.
You got to add some reverb. Everything's going to sound better with reverb.
See there, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
or a bunch of times. Reverb and a wah pedal.
You heard it at least 57 times. As this is episode 57. Yeah, you need.
And that's a great setup. And so you got this switcher where you're kind of looping bass, and then you're probably going to play guitar over top of some of that.
Yeah, man.
But you're running through the same rig, which sounds great on both instruments.
Yeah.
Which is hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, it is. I really looked out. I've got a nice Carvin 810 cab, and so it's got some great range in it. And then I'm running through a TC Electronic BQ500 bass head for it. The thing I love about this is, again, it's just got a lot of range. You got a lot of dynamic range there. You're able to get a lot of great sounds out of it, and it fits in your backpack. So it's one less thing to carry around. Although I don't know how much saving space on the amp head does when I've got this huge cab that I'm hauling with me. So,
but this is a smallish 810.
Yeah, it's economy sized.
Yeah. Now, and we're running direct out into the camera tonight, so everything you're hearing is direct signal, and it sounds killer.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah. So I don't know. You want to loop something through the bass, and then we'll bring the guitar into play. And all that stuff?
Let me take you through the guitar pedal because real quick just before we do that. But on my way here today, actually, I stopped and tested out the pedal board and made sure everything was sounding good. And I had a Silver Horse Game pedal that blew up today. So usually I run it into a Hizamitis pedal there, but today we're just going straight into the Hizamitis, and then from there it goes into the bass chorus, the Chase Bliss Mood, the reverb, and then into the looper as well.
Oh, gotcha. And if you haven't tried a Hizamitis, it's probably one of the best fuzz pedals I've ever heard.
It's a fantastic fuzz pedal. You get your money's worth with that one. You can get a lot of cool sounds out of it, and it's going to make your playing sound good no matter what you're playing. So definitely worth a buy there. So please pay me, Hizamitis, Earthquaker Devices.
Earthquaker Devices, please, hit this guy up.
Please sponsor me.
Yeah, Anna Blumenthal. I got connections.
Okay, good. Yeah, we'll talk about it after. We'll talk about it after.
But not to mention this cool ass pedal board.
Yeah. So
this got to be homemade?
It's homemade, man. So it was before one of our first official shows, and I was just playing my pedals loose, and I was like, you know what? I actually need to get a pedal board, but I didn't have time. And there's a Lowe's right by my house, so I went up to Lowe's, and they had a special on some pine lumber. So for about $12 and some scrap wood at the house, I made myself a little pedal board, got some Velcro, and slapped on it, and now I've got this 3-foot surfboard I carry with me everywhere.
Yeah,
so
it looks great.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. One thing, if you're making your own pedal board, make sure you wear a mask and don't breathe in all the sawdust, because I definitely did that, and I had a cough for like a month after. So, but yeah, I guess I can get a loop going if you want.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's see what you got going on.
Let's see here. Let me. There you go, man.
Yeah, that's why you use a looper live right there.
Yeah. So
That's how you play bass and guitar all at one time.
that's how you do it. And the cool thing about the looper is if you mess up, you just tap it off. No one knows.
So yeah, I need one of these. I need one of those loopers.
Yeah, man, get you one. It's it's a pretty great little looper. I don't know if I said it's the Boss RC 500. So pretty great little looper to get one used.
4 tracks or
yeah, so it's got 2 tracks.
2 tracks.
2 tracks, and you can do overdubbing on both of them, so you can get 4 out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's also got a mic input, so if you're into mic looping,
Yeah.
you can do that too. Do a little of everything, man.
We could probably get rid of a few people in our band vapor with that.
Yeah.
So
There you go, man.
you talking about DiceJail earlier. I mean, y'all got Facebook presence and all that stuff?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Let's see. I don't think we have a TikTok, but we might. I don't know.
I think it's getting ready to get shut down anyhow.
Okay, good. We won't make one. So yeah, we're on Instagram though. You can follow us. I think it's DiceJail's Dead is our Instagram handle.
Yeah.
And then DiceJail Band on Twitter is our Twitter handle. So
And
if that's wrong, just flash the right ones on the screen here. So
we'll figure out the right ones and flash it below us.
Yeah.
And then any shows that you know of coming up?
Yes,
or-
yeah. So we're playing here coming up in a couple weeks at Lincoln Road. I want to say May 8th. That sounds right. I don't know. It's in a couple weeks. Again, flash the date here, the right one. A couple weeks though at Lincoln Road, and we're doing a combined set with Eek, which is a noise band in the area. They're pretty cool folks. So we're playing with them. Super stoked for that. We're getting back to our noise roots a little bit, and we're going to break out some of our new songs that we just recorded. So
Awesome.
it should be a fun little show. And then we're playing Bad Seed at the end of June. So check out Bad Seed. I think it's in Whitesburg, Kentucky. So we're stoked to be playing that. There's a lot of great bands on that lineup. I don't know if it's dropped yet, but if it hasn't, then just take my word for it. A lot of great bands. You won't want to miss it. So
Whitesburg's a party.
yeah, man, it is. It is. Whitesburg with Mikey Burke, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, I figure that boy knows how to party.
That he does.
No, I love the setup. I'm seriously thinking about doing this, and we can get rid of our guitar player.
Yeah.
But with the looper, so you're running bass into this Hactronics pedal first in the chain,
Yep.
and guitar into the Hughes and Midas.
Yep, exactly.
And then everything else is going.
Yeah,
Both instruments are going through everything else.
absolutely. Yeah,
got you.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I don't know what else to say. Hactronics, Earthquaker devices. This boy needs a sponsor. Needs some pedals.
Please.
And Chase Bliss. I'm going to get one of those
I'm
pedals.
telling you, man, you got to get one. The Chase Bliss
I
Mood.
like all the particles and everything that's happening underneath.
It's so cool. Yeah, there's so
Yes.
much you can do with it, and that was just one setting. You get down there, and there's all sorts of stuff you can change. It's got settings on the back, like it's wild. All you can do with it, and you can do expression pedals with it, and really change stuff around. So
yeah.
Yeah, man, and the Slotva reverb too. I mean,
From Walrus.
yeah, that reverb is just, in my opinion, it's one of the best bangs for your buck. Again, that you
Does
can
that
get.
ethereal
Gives you some great trails on there.
Yeah.
To really go with a shoegazy type sound, which is what we do.
Shoegaze.
So it's perfect for our band. Maybe it's perfect for yours. Who knows?
Heck yeah, y'all go check out DiceJail. We're going to throw up all the links. Check out where they're playing. Go check these guys out. Super cool Carvin 810 TC Electronics head that we're running direct out for Sound of the Night. And I think we should do another like loop or something.
Yeah, man.
You got another one in you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I was gonna say we'll get a little loop going here.
Yeah.
Let me see what we can cook up real quick. Let's get the level on this one up a little bit. Okay. There you guys go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting all this. I'm gonna be in a band by myself.
Yeah.
But
It gets lonely up there.
no, that's a very cool use of all the loopers and adding all the effects back in on top and reversing some of the loops, and super cool.
Glad you like it, man. Yeah.
No, it's awesome. It's like, I think it's what kind of separates us from the other rig review rundown stuff. Because like, you can see like the experimental side of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I was saying, it's not something that I put together because somebody told me to put it together, and there's probably more efficient ways to get these sounds, but it's just what works for me. And I think that's what playing music is about, is playing what you want and playing with what you have and making some cool sounds out of it, man. That's what it's all about, and having fun while you do it. So.
Yeah. If you're not having fun, because it sure ain't paying you no money.
I was gonna say, if you're doing this for the money, then you're
doing the wrong business.
Yeah, you're gonna be in for a rough surprise there.
No, man, I appreciate you joining us, driving all the way here from Norton.
Absolutely, man. Happy to do it.
We discussed earlier, like, your grandmother and Scott's grandmother are sisters, right?
Yes. Yeah. Scott's mom and my grandmother.
Oh, Scott's mom and your grandmother. I got you. So, we hate Scott Thomas.
Yeah, that's one thing that everybody's always agreed on in our family, is that we. I'm just kidding. I can't even do it as a bit. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so sorry.
We
Scott.
almost had it.
Yeah.
We hate you, Scott.
Oh man.
But your own family loves you, and they can't even do it.
Yeah, I know. I love him too much.
No, Scott's great.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
And that's all I can say about him.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Chris Holbrook, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
It's been fun, and I love the setup.
Thank you.
I'm like this. I'm inspired now, Vapor. I'm getting a Chase Bliss. I'm getting a looper, and we're going to do this thing.
There you go.
We're going to do it like Sono style, where they just kind of drone stuff.
Drone it out, baby.
And but we're going to add some more textures to it.
There you go, man. That's what it's all about. Whenever you see a new bassist, a young bassist, and they say, "What's the first pedal I should buy?" You always say a reverb, and then after that, a looper, and then after that, a modulation pedal.
Yeah,
that's
what every bass player needs for sure.
Exactly. Yeah. So spread the gospel. That's what I'm saying. Cool.
Man, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much for having me. It's been a blast, and I really enjoyed it, man.
No problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to play a little something on the outro, and we'll fade out.
Yeah, man. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll give a little outro here. Let me make sure I get these reset real quick. There you go.
Heck yeah. Sounds awesome.
Thanks, man. Thanks for
man.
having me so much.
Yeah. Glad you come join us. And y'all shop Campbell's music.
Come on down.
Come on down.